Today we're going through each and every round as we play them to explain exactly what you should be doing and why you should be doing it so that you can react and you can play better in your solo queue matches. Because yes, this is Think Like a Champion and it's also the first day of daily uploads. Daily uploads are back on the Poxonlox channel, so come back tomorrow for a brand new video and enjoy this one while you're here. Round 1 in any of your ranked games is the learning phase. This is where you're going to learn how your team plays, how the other team plays, and what you need to change in order to win, because Siege is a game of adaptability and counterability. Starting off on Coastline, the map we tend to always get for this for some reason, I'm going to pick the Ace. Why? Because Ace is good on every single site on this map. We can go to the roof. We can play it slow. We can figure out how our team's going to play. We can maybe get some easy picks. And then we can kind of feel the round out, which is what you always want to do on the first round. I could even, try to go Aqua Balcony and get a quick pick from the balcony. Or I could do that later in the round. We'll see, it's whatever. I am going to bring breach charges out so I can open up the hatch on the roof and potentially come through penthouse side. And maybe I'll actually just pre-place my drone there in case I want to take it later. So we have our options open. And that is something you want to have when you play Siege is, have options. That way you're not forced into doing something unfavorable that gets you clapped. I'll use my teammates' drones just to kind of gather some info here, see what we got set up. We got a kitchen drone, which is interesting. Might be trying to walk up cool vibes in that case. And then this lobby drone as well. So it looks like if we have this kitchen lobby drone, my team might be trying to clear this way, which looks good for me to take VIP, maybe open the VIP wall, add some pressure. We got this guy white stairs, which is good to know. And pretty much my whole team spawned over here, so that's where we're at. I'm going to shoot the lobby cam real quick and then head to the roof. Careful of the spawn peek. Spawn peek from big window, spawn peek from service, spawn peek from drone hole. And goodbye lobby cam, get to the roof. I could have honestly opened the lobby door as well, just to add pressure. But this guy's going to actually fly out the window, which is kind of insane. Close call, I am alive. Lucky for me. I have not actually been spawn peeked from that before, so the more you know. They just keep flying out the window, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm going to hold this walk up white for this dock. Rooney might be up there still. Just going to take my time. You know what? I'm just going to open court wall. We have a 4v2. I really should get in with my team before they get killed. And there goes one. Can't get in there anymore. Going to take my time. No rush. One's vase. He's low. Careful of the peaks from my holes. I did down that guy. That's nice. He had the rook armor on and somehow didn't pick himself up, so good work from the team. Got our pick. Okay, nice. Very aggressive team is what we learned. So round 2, we kind of know what's going on, but we still want to stay untunnel visioned, right? We still want to know, think about our options and what we're going to do for the rest of the game. So we know our teammate's pretty aggressive, which means we will probably want to play a little more aggressive than I did that round. We also learned the other team is very aggressive, hopping out windows multiple times in the round for some reason. So that's something we want to be aware of. So what's the solution? Because our team's aggressive and their team's aggressive, we're almost like trading places, right? They're flying out, we're flying in. So we can either fly in with our team or we can sit back and try to capitalize on those picks. Both are okay in this circumstance because if we play it slow, we might get those picks on them playing really aggressive. But if we play fast, we might get picked off ourselves. So there's downsides to both, there's upsides to both. Really, there's not any wrong options. If I play the Finca, at least I can stim my team to help them as they're pushing. Really timing those stims properly is going to be important. And the pre-place drones are another thing that's going to help a lot. So if we can maybe bait this window hop out somehow, that might be an easy way to get kills. They might actually spawn peek there. You know what I'm going to actually do? I'm going to go back to plan A, which is going to that Aqua Repel. I lied. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spawn ruins. Because if I spawn over here, they're probably going to peek sunrise window, fly out the door, fly out office. I don't know. It just seems risky to get out of spawn. So instead, I'm going to go wide on this white window and just kind of sit and bait it for the hop out. Play it very, very safe. Kind of stick to my original plan here. Do have to be careful the office run out at the same time, which would be, this would be nuts if I died to something like this. Because people peeking over here is kind of a crazy play. That window is not prepped this time. So I might just sit on it. I heard an impact. I'm not sure where that was. The window is open. Just trying to cover for this Dokkaebi, so she's gonna get ran out on right now. I'm not sure how Grim died. They're kind of hard contesting here. I'm gonna go in with Dilly here. Just gonna walk behind him, try to trade him if something happens. I'm gonna bait lobby side. So here we go. I can hold lobby while he pushes that way. It's in the Ash who's in the fight right now. Just careful with that guy on the other side. That Doke looks like she's fighting. Try to walk up white and actually catch this player in theater. There he is. So there's that trade. So my teammate died pent, so I know there's a guy there. I think there's another one. Hear the calls coming out. I want to leave this drone alive. He's on the bed, so there we go. Nice, easy punch hole. Safe pick with that. Oh, sorry. Holy shit. I heard the audio as I got on my drone. Did not realize it wasn't a teammate. I'm gonna be careful because their last guy could be over here as well. Seems like he's in sight. I'm gonna grab the case. Break all that shit on the shield. Give me a sec. See him walk in. There we go. Nice push. You see my teammates pushing all the way on the rotate. Even though that bulletproof's not destroyed yet, I want to push. I want to get the trade. I want to get the crossfire. My teammate's so deep, I need to push there. Probably didn't help that I lowered him to 30 health before, but hey, you know, everybody makes mistakes, even champions like myself, okay? Even though I'm technically not champion yet, but I will by the end of the season if I play enough, and there's, you know, not cheaters pretty much every single game. So, you know, anyway, ranting a little bit. One of the stories that worked pretty well. They played less aggressive that round, you notice, so I'm thinking they might up the aggression even more. I think the Finka was very, very useful there. I think it helped a lot. You know, that Ashe in that initial gunfight, we got her a little bit more health back. It could have been what saved her. You know, even saved her from dying as quickly, which let us get into position, which actually let us cut them off. A Lion might not be a bad idea based off the way my team is pushing, you know, calling a scan as they're pushing, and then I'm able to push up with them as well to trade them. So the Lion scan in the right timing could be good. The Finka, it's very similar. I just prefer Finka's guns and her loadout overall, especially now that we have a Blitz. You see that in the top left, we switched to a Blitz. And a Finka Blitz combo is so lethal that it's something that I definitely want to do. So the thing is, my team hasn't spawned really off its side at all, which might be a good time for me to actually spawn here. Since they know that we've been spawning the other side so often, they might be putting a lot more pressure. So I'm going to go for like this Aqua side take this time. With this LMG, I can actually nade this from the roof and then drop to the balcony, get on this rappel, and kind of spray through this door to put pressure billiards. But I definitely want to get rid of this shield first. So you can tell how big the info game is going here, how useful the info game is in this game specifically. So again, play slow. We're just playing to counter the other team. Careful of a spawn peek. It might be late, so we just want to be careful of that. I run out of hookah. I'll probably just die if that happens, to be honest. I'm chilling. All right, first things first, let's get rid of the shield. I believe I should break it from here. I can check my drone to confirm it. I have not. There's a guy behind the shield in Aqua Bar. So what I'm going to do is get down to the other rappel. I don't know why I repelled that. I was thinking I was on the other rappel. I'm going to actually just open this door first. Add pressure. You see him just peeking off that shield. I'm just going to nade right over it. And there's that freebie there. So stim for the blitz. I am worried about the top white push just because they have been playing theater sign. So I'm going to quickly throw a drone here. I'm just going to push into sight. My teammates have not been calming at all, but that's okay. Oh, and there's that flank. That is tough. Unfortunate timing. I did have the drone. No calls, so that's okay. Oh, I think I actually played with these guys last game, and they weren't calming, and then they were just shit. Yeah, I have them all muted, actually. Oh, 2 of them have mic bugs. I had the other 2 muted from the other game because they were not calming and just yelling into their mics. So it turns out it's the same guys. Hey, what do you know? So we're up 2-1. You know, that's fine attacks. Definitely could have fortified that last round. You know, if I get the call on the Ella, you know, if I don't I doubt they watched the cam anyway, just based off what happened last game. But, you know, if they were and they weren't muted and they get the call, like, that's a free kill, right? Then it's a 2v1 and they know the last guy's on the hookah wall, or maybe a 2v2 at that point. And we're pretty much set up for another round win. So very, very nice round. But I'm not upset about it, you know? 2-1, that's fine. So defense, same thing. We have to feel out how they play on attack, because their attacks could look very different from their defenses. I might just pick Doc. You know, the Finka worked a lot. They're shooting a lot of body shots, clearly. I think that extra health might be nice. I think Doc's just a better operator than the Thunderbird overall. But we're looking at round 4 in the same way we're looking at round 1. We're not quite, but we're kind of trying to read the patterns of how our team now plays defense, since people play defense very differently from offense sometimes. But we're still keeping in mind the same play style and the same character traits that the other teams have, right? They play aggressive. They spawn peek a lot. They'll probably pick like an Ash and rush somewhere and run in somewhere and do something stupid. So what I want to do is try to contest that, slow them down early, contest the map control. That way, if they're not droning and they're not getting enough information and not playing carefully enough, I'm going to punish them for it by picking them off early. So I'm going to probably sit in office here, I'm guessing. Office. Maybe try to hit a quick spawn peek, like a weird time spawn peek, so if they are sprinting out of spawn, trying to get into the building quick like they typically do. Never mind. You know, the prep phase over, so I can't even do that. I gotta put my barbed wire down, so I'm gonna check cams, just see where they spawn. Figure out which way they're coming at least. You can see they are coming out of ruins here. Repelling to roof quick, it's Ash. Ruins, 2 outside sunrise, 2 on the roof. Didn't even shoot the default camera, so that's very good info for us. I still have this barb in my pocket, which is not great, but where's this Jaeger at? I'll get you in a sec, Jaeger. Just gonna sprint across there. Get my Jaeger up. Careful for that repel peak. So you might get on that awkward repel. And pressure. I'm in a decent spot right now. Actually, he just got wallbanged from the balcony. That is really insane. Gonna try to get this pick back on the Ying. There's that Ying. Very nice. Don't move, Vigil. I'll stim you. Okay, never mind. He clearly doesn't want it. Don't move, Vigil. Oh, he did get the roof open. I thought my teammate shot it off. Try to stay alive here. Don't peek the guy on the roof. Get rid of the drone. Now we're in a good spot. We can work with this Vigil, try to pick this guy off. We have one on the roof. The other one's baiting on the balcony, so we really just need to stay alive. Nice. I have none left. I use all 3. More stims. I mean, hey, the Doc pick has been very, very successful, as you can tell. Guy has no health now, but, you know, at least Valk has some. Getting a ping on the roof still. Okay, I can actually hold luggage from here if he does try to vault over. I'll probably hold that for now. Just pick an angle. Pick something to hold until you get new info, right? I'll hear him drop off the hookah Valk. I'll hear the barbed wire cool. We got Valk kind of for the hallway. We might hear him as well. So we just got to hold something. That's always a mistake I see with lower level players too. It's like sometimes they just literally do nothing at all. Even just hiding in a corner might be better than just like, sometimes people just look around like this. They just walk around. They're just asking you to die. So now we know he's VIP, right? So what I can actually do is a nice little punch hole. Because I don't trust my teammates to win this. Okay, you know, my teammates are pushing, so we got to play aggressive with them. Now he's dead. Okay. All right. That was just way too sketchy. There's no need to push him. He has to feed through a doorway. My teammates are morons, clearly, for swinging this for no reason. You know, if he's ready for the Malusi has info or anything, I'm going to 1v1, right? And that's a lot harder for me to win because he's just going to peek at me. And I don't have a lot of cover. You know, I have to try to use the reinforcement. It's awkward. And he could just win the gunfight on me. So holding a crossfire is a lot more reliable. Moral of the story. Doc pick was great. Worked very well. I would probably just pick him again. But we're on Kitchen, which has a lot of like a different area they can come from. We have the Doc already too. So I think I'll probably just stick to Malusi or Legion. Something where I can cover a lot of the area, have the info, maybe a Frost. Actually, I really like Alibi on this site. This is what I'll do on here. I'll put the Alibi Prisms down because that will just slow them down. You know, they'll peek into site. They don't drone very well. They don't gather a lot of information. So when they're peeking into the site, they'll just be shooting the Prismas. And that'll slow them down from actually pushing. And if they do push and they're in the site and they shoot the Prismas, we have a lot more info that we can use to our advantage once again. So first thing, Get rid of this drone on site. Nobody wants that there. Do a little bit of a Prisma here. Just block it off with the observation blockers. I love this combo. It's so good. This is the only thing that makes Alibi good, in my opinion, is the observation blocker Prisma combo. Do the same thing for the window here, so the base can't be shot from sunrise. Blocker in front of it. And then the same thing for like that sunrise bar behind the bomb. Blocker in front of it. So if they are pushing from any of these directions, they'll have prismas that are distracting them. So when they are going for the site push, it's going to be a lot more difficult, which allows us to roam a little more loosely, a little more freely, knowing that we have this utility on site kind of to throw them off. So you hear them coming, ruins right now. I might try to take this fight early. Could end up with me dying, could end up with a big pick. Especially if I have cover and he doesn't. Like outside of office, he doesn't have cover, and there is areas that I can use to my advantage, like this here. I can peek the door, and he's completely in the open. But it doesn't look like he's actually coming in here. He might be going service direct with the glass. You hear that? We have the Goyo's kitchen window, so the Goyos are also going to slow them down. Hearing my cap can there. Seems like he's droning this out. He might be coming in Aqua as well. I'm in a good spot. Just going to hold the map control for now until I need to react. Might need to work up lobby stairs right now, though. They might be working vertically. I can't really tell. Vigil's up here, but I think they're in VIP. Very, very slow attack. Big change of pace from what we saw earlier. Sounds like cool vibes that ping is. There's the pings in sight. We're going to hit the flank now because they are in the bomb site, and we got to take some pressure off before we get clabbed.
You're exposed.
They're just working circles around me at this point.
User activated.
Gotta hopefully get these picks. It's not looking good, but we gotta try because we gotta retake. And he is Hall of Fame. I thought he was just sitting by the bathroom door. Not a lot we could do. Tried our best. Team got kind of slapped on site, but the Prismas may have helped. I mean, you know, he still lost the gunfight, but he had the ping, so he probably had the advantage. Just lost it. Don't really know what happened. But very slow attack. They didn't really do much. I'm surprised the Vigil didn't get any opportunities there, considering he was in theater while they were literally bucking the floor in front of him. I like the blue bar pick, honestly. I would rather go blue bar than try kitchen a second time. I also don't really like penthouse, but you know, some people do. And I'm not a hater of it. But we are going kitchen again. So they had the glass, they had the buck. A Pulson might not be too bad. I might actually hold top this time and try to contest it. So if I want to do that, I think I'll bring a Legion just to get more info, because that's the biggest thing I'm lacking on right now, especially that round, was like I didn't have enough info. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know where they were. I was just kind of guessing, like, should I hit a flank? Should I do this? Blah, blah, blah. So if I hold up top, not only can I hold the site from above, like the kitchen window hop in, which I will put a Guman on just in case, but I can also... Please hold. I can also reinforce the walls up there and contest the map control, the direct map control that they're using to work the site vertically. So I can have the goo mines for info. I can reinforce off these walls so there's less entrances they can actually get in from. Make some footholds for the drop, put some goo mines in my hallway, have the info on the different ways they could come in, and go from there. Now, the other thing I could do is I could give up VIP, play it from, like, billiard side, open footholds here, and kind of contest that way. And you know what? That sounds kind of fun and exciting, and I don't do that too often. So let's do that instead. So if they wanna clear me out, they have to either peek into these prone holes or come from Aqua side and clear me out first. But this is like a nice little way we can hold the other side. I don't know why my teammates are following me around at this point. One outside service, one at kitchen window. What I am gonna do is do one for this vault over. A lot of people like to vault over there to get map control. The thing is, a drone will see me here. I'm going to back up a little more, so I'm less likely to get directly peeked. The problem is I can't get as deep of an angle. Honestly, this is not really recommended unless you're kind of freaking nasty. Sounds like one might be on the roof. They did see me go in here with that drone. There's that penthouse drop. The good mine was on the hop river, so he's gonna be pushing through billiards as well on me. Go on my balcony as well. He knows I'm in the corner. That was a nice clear by them, honestly. A 4-man clear. Took him a lot of time. And we still even lost a guy on site, unfortunately. So I'm getting cleared by 4 people. I wasted a minute and a half and I got a kill. That's a great roam, honestly. Probably could have done better fighting that billiards guy instead. I just wasn't expecting a third. When that buck came out of nowhere and then I rotated and then the guy came to the balcony, I was pretty much screwed, right? I was completely stuck in... I was completely pinched, right? I was completely hard stuck. I was getting droned multiple times. So honestly, a really, really effective clear by the other team. Very, very coordinated, very well done. We tried our best. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do in that situation. If the teammate plays off you, fantastic. If they don't, well, you know, sometimes you get shit on. I'm going to go dock again. I mean, that was where we had the most success. That was the only round we won, was when I was on dock. Again, I would recommend if you're playing like a site like Kitchen and you're going to lose it, if you have the teammates, try to go to a different site. Because most people won't adapt correctly, right? I tried to adapt by holding above. None of my other teammates did that, though. They all just sat on site and hoped for a different result, even though they're pinching us from the site doors and from vertical. You have to pick a struggle, and if you don't, you're going to get put in a blender like we did last round. You saw the second I died, everyone else died. Why? Because all the floor got opened by Buck. They had all the control that they needed, and now you're just getting pinched from every direction. So you want to make sure you are taking that pressure off by holding map control, which is something that many, 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 many people struggle to do well. So, hold map control, guys. It's part of the game. Unless you're playing a site like Hookah. In this case... You still need map control, actually. I mean, you want 1 or 2 people on site. You hold Aqua, you can hold, extend out like billiard side, maybe hold underneath. But you know what they did last time that I really noticed right away from those default cameras? Is this Ash ran out of spawn, did not shoot the default camera, and did not check the sunrise window. But they have a drone on me, so they might this time. I'm going to quickly check these cams. If they do it again, I'm going to spawn kill this guy. Give him 3 seconds to come out. He's going to hit the rappel, probably. And I'm just going to run away. Add some pressure. Get the hell out of there. Okay. If I get the free kill, I do, but I don't want to risk my life to do it. Now, we do have quite a lot of people on site again. But I think we might be okay. I'm going to try to stim this guy up. Bait him off the swing. I don't know what Goyo's doing out here. Still, this guy ruins. Oh, there's another one on the balk. I was not expecting a second. Too bad. That's really, really too bad. I mean, 2 people dead off rip is tough. I was going to try to peek that Cali, try to get rid of that pressure as well. So they weren't able to lock down that window and just take Aqua for free. But there was another guy. What do you know? I mean, hey, you can only do so much. Walking up 90 hall right now, you can swing this guy.
1 friendly remaining.
And he was completely unaware, and there goes the round. That is very, very tough.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, trying our best. Got the 2 KD. Unfortunately, that's the way the game goes sometimes. We're still going. There is still more time. It is still overtime. Struggling on attack was not a big thing for us. We only lost 1 attack. So, I think we'll be okay. But so far, I've noticed my team is really, really having a tough time adapting. So what I'm going to do instead of running the Finca, because I don't think my teammates are going to have what it takes this round, based on the fact that they've had such a struggle adapting, and I think the other team's adaptations have been better, right? They're not adapting to the other team. They just did the same thing on the defense. They did the same thing on the defensive kitchen as well. So they're probably going to do the same thing on attack and hope it works, but the other team is going to adapt to that like they did on our hookah defense. So we need to adapt individually here by getting kills early. And how can we do that? We can bait Aqua Repel. We can go hookah door, hookah window. We could go Deimos and try to hunt this cab, because if our team gets interrogated, we're going to be really effed. We're going to be really screwed. We already have the Deimos, luckily. So great adaptation. Never mind, he got off. Okay. What do I want to do? I will go Deimos. I will try to get a quick pick on hookah. From the hookah window, I'm going to throw my... Actually, I'm going to drive my drone since I still have one. Drive it over to the hookah door. Look for a pick under the barricade and then just punch the window. Kill a guy on the hookah rotate or whatever it may be. But I'm trying to take my time with this. Play it slow. Just for this initial kill. And then from there, we'll just try to go off what our teammates are doing. Which hopefully is good stuff. Because otherwise it might be bad. So... let's get to this window. If we get to defense, we might have a chance to win this thing. Careful of the sunrise window peak. Now, this is castled, so I'm just going to quickly open this. Just open it right up. No time. No, don't waste the time on castle. That is a silly move. Could have vaulted out that window. I mean, absolutely shit on me, but he did not. One's on the hookah reinforcement. I don't even know what I just died to. That was insane. No way. And then sometimes that happens. So, I mean, hey. Nice shot. I was just trying to get down to get to the rappel. You can tell my teammates struggled a lot here as well. So, it don't matter sometimes. Sometimes you try your best, but you don't succeed. Unless you're these guys. They're about to succeed. He's still bottom sun. He's running into blue. Running into blue. Cavs blue, one sunrise. 1v1 on site, or 1v2 on site. Finka needs to really push here. He needs to go for these picks. Luckily, Dokubi is the best in the world. Oh my god, we could win this. The Finka stim would be nice, but he's just sitting here for some reason. His gun is sticking out. I don't know what he's expecting. Why didn't he stim? I have so many questions as to why he just did that. Game is still on for now. He was on hookah rotate. You have 2 flashes. Sometimes just letting them know how much utility they have is good, because they might use it. Doesn't mean they have to. You don't have to scream, like, use your flashes, use your flashes. Another flashbang would be good here, but... nice try. Nice try, nice try. That's the game. That's all, folks. We'll see you next time.